Hello there. Welcome back.
Well, it's been a while since I've done one of these videos. That trip to Nashville and the series of videos I did from that really kind of delayed me. So I'm actually a few weeks behind now and hopefully going to get caught up here pretty quick. This is the gear I wore about a month ago in my old timer league, and I'm pretty excited to be talking about this stuff. So we'll get started right now. For this game, I went with the white GP95 Super Pro Durasoft pads. I do believe these pads are from roughly about 1990. Prior to 90, the primary version of the Durasoft pads were the brown tan color. They did have in the catalogs the colored Durasoft. Most of the options were two colors, so like blue and white, red and black, so on. They didn't show any full white pad. In 90, they showed a full white pad, and it had the white side panel with the big logo there. Before that, the side panel was usually black with a white logo. I don't think these are earlier than 90 custom because they don't have the custom Pro Shop. They have the regular tag on them. I really like these pads. I guess obviously you don't hear me ever say anything opposite of that. If I'm not mistaken, they're deer hair and foam stuffed, not K-Pock. The deer hair is through the shin rolls and the center of the top of the skate rolls there. They weigh in at about 8 pounds each, dry. So that is pretty heavy, and you do feel it throughout the course of a game. Overall, these ones are in pretty good shape. They do have the typical cracking and crazing, I guess, of the skin of the Durasoft, but this particular set isn't like yellowed real bad. The other weird thing about these pads is they did a brown trim. So it's a brown toe binding and brown leather inside and outside of the skate, which is really weird since the rest of it is black. This set is at the later end of the evolution of it, and so you have these inside knee, inside calf, all the way down to inside ankle protectors, and they do have a plastic piece inside of there, so you really get your leg wrapped. Moving on, let's talk about the gloves. We'll start with the blocker. So I've used this quite a few times, shown this in videos. I believe most recently I actually had done the binding in red hockey tape. And if I can find a link to that video, I'll put it up in the corner and down below in the description as well. I'm thinking this blocker is probably roughly around 1989 because of changes that were going on with the model lines. And actually in like 1990 and up, none of the catalogs show a GM12 senior blocker. There are GM12 junior blockers in Durasoft, look exactly the same, except for the JR up there by the number. Probably because by then you're looking at the GM Pro is the new top blocker, and then the GM Legend is above that later into the 92. So I believe they had discontinued the 12 by then. So I'm thinking this is roughly about a 1988-89 blocker. Overall, standard GM12 comes in handy being all white, so I can use it with a lot of different sets. Now we're going to talk about this insanely cool Vaughn T900 Trapper. This was a gift to me. Somebody reached out to me on Instagram. We follow each other. Doug contacted me and said he had something that he wanted to gift me. What we were talking about was not a really awesome early 80s Vaughn catch glove. It was something else. And when I got the box, I brought it downstairs. I thought it felt a little heavy. And when I opened up the box, yep, the item I was expecting was in there. And underneath it was this catch glove. Had some conversation with him and understand why. I'm just blown away and so appreciative that he would send this to me and allow me to be the caretaker of this glove now, as it didn't suit the purpose and the needs that he had. So he figured it would be best with me. And again, totally appreciate that, because This is a really awesome glove. Let me start off with just showing you how well that is broken in. That is nice and floppy, and this is a lightweight glove. I thought it really fit well, given the pads have that little bit of brown trim to them. So we had the leather palm and T, and then the white and the white blocker and all that. So, you know, the white backhand, and you just don't see these that often, these old Vaughns in a white. I do believe it's like maybe early mid 80s, because it is one of the earlier models, and one way you can tell on that is in these patches. When Mike started the company, he was the guy making the gear, and his patches actually said handmade by Mike. And then at some point they transitioned to just being seen handmade by Vaughn Custom Sports, and then you had the US labels and the Canadian labels and so on. So this is earlier in the lineage of the Vaughn brand. I don't have anything else to say about it. I really liked it. I'm starting to have these Vaughn gloves grow on me. Kind of probably gonna start looking for more of them to add to the collection, to be honest. Head protection, nothing spectacular or new to explain to you about this, because I've already talked about it, and it is just basically another SK2000 HM30 combo. This one does have original foam. Maybe I didn't talk about that last time. I'm not really sure. I forgot to mention the stick. This is the Sherwood PM PG 2090. I've used it several times, especially over the last few months. This is one that I did some repair to on the paddle and then refiberglassed it, and it is a straight bladed stick. Pants were the black Cooper pants with a white stripe. I believe I used the Protect All for this game. I'm trying to narrow these intros down a little bit, not talk too much about the gear I've already used recently, and maybe speed this up some. Game video is coming up. This was a real fun, exciting game. We are getting close to the end of our season at this point. The bottom 3 teams in the division are pretty tight in the standings, so everybody's trying to climb as high as they can. If you like the video, please feel free to give it the thumbs up. Share it with anybody you think might enjoy seeing this, and leave comments if you want to talk about any of the gear. And as always, if you could hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon, it would mean a lot to me to have you as a subscriber, and you'll also get a notice when I upload new videos. So hopefully you stick around and enjoy the game video. Thanks. Oh, it's a friggin' swamp back there.
Hi, sir. Good, how are you?
Losing 2-1 after 1.
Losing 3-2 after 2. Come from behind, 5-3 win.
Yeah, well, man, way to hang in there.
Thank you, sir.
You did a great job.
Doug pissed me off. Woke me up.
Hey,
Good job, buddy.